What we do here is go back.
Hi, welcome to another video. So let's have a little thought experiment. Think about the clothes you're wearing right now. On their own, not very noteworthy, but try to imagine the vast distances they traveled and many hands they passed through before they came into your possession. You probably never thought about your garments in this way, but it took a lot of people working together really hard all across the world for you to have the ability to buy them. Expand your consideration to the many material objects around you and just how their individual parts are processed from natural resources, manufactured and machined and shipped all around the world, and it becomes clear that we can live simple consumer lives because there's an extremely complex system in place to provide the supply to meet our demand. When it comes to the inner machinations of that extremely complex system that is the global market, logistics is key. Specifically, we want to look at the supply chain, which deals with how we move a product from a supplier to a consumer. Now, to better understand the supply chain, we should first understand the flow of manufacturing costs, which refers to the process of using materials and labor to complete a finished good that can be sold to a consumer. A supply chain management system can reduce the cost and complexity of the manufacturing process, particularly for a manufacturer that uses many component parts. A clothing manufacturer, for example, will move raw materials into production first, such as zippers and fabric and other pieces that are used to make clothing. A supply chain management system can forecast when materials are needed and can plan production. The system is able to help minimize the amount of material and component parts that sit on a factory floor waiting to be used in production. This is where WaltonChain and their RFID-backed blockchain comes in. 4 main areas for implementation are as follows. First, production. As a product is produced, an RFID tag is generated. This product will be recorded at each child node in the production process. Second is warehousing. So a product is stored in a warehouse after production, which is tracked by the RFID tag, such as when it checks in, where it is in the warehouse, and when it checks out. Third is logistics. Similar to warehousing, we can track the status of a product during transportation, which is very useful when multiple forms of transportation are used. Last is stores. We can track product information in the store, such as consumer preferences and purchase information, which creates a nice feedback loop to the first stage in this process, production. In my research, the primary criticism of Walton I found is that centralized systems already exist and can offer these services. So why is a blockchain necessary at all? It's the "if it's not broke, don't fix it" argument. Clearly, we already have ERP systems in place that can notify a manufacturer the moment a UPC barcode is scanned by a Walmart cashier that one unit of product number 87654 has been purchased and needs to be replaced. And that is true, but many of the arguments I've seen that take this side are largely ignoring that digitizing physical assets through a blockchain is groundbreaking because you can't definitively guarantee asset authenticity without a blockchain, which relates to asset ownership and counterfeiting. Stated a different way, there wouldn't be a $500 billion counterfeiting industry if the current centralized systems could verify authenticity, but they can't because authentically tracing product origin is impossible if you're working with a fragmented, centralized, and mutable system. This is why blockchains are revolutionary. They are immutable and they are comprehensive. With a system like Walton, we'd be able to implement an RFID chip into our supply chain that tracks a product from its production to its warehousing, to its shipment, to its purchase. And importantly, that system could enable you to view the entire timeline of that product and would prevent counterfeiting and fraud, all in one system. Again, it's important to stress that a blockchain addition to the manufacturing and shipping process is a big deal because it enables a few things: authentication of asset ownership and product traceability, streamlining all existing supply chain ERPs into one common channel, eliminating the cross-communication barrier that currently exists within supply chain logistics and thereby increasing efficiency. And lastly, solving the security issue, which has been a problem tied to the use of RFID tags since their inception, that they only hold minute pieces of data and they don't have long-term memory. Now, Walton refers to this blend of blockchain and digitized assets as the Value Internet of Things, or VOIT. Now, if you take nothing else away from this video, understand that VOIT is a big deal. Let me demonstrate by expanding Walton's model to some examples. How about airline baggage? Constant issues with tracking that could be remedied with an automated tracking system that definitively says where your baggage is and where it has been. No more lost luggage. Or delivery. Currently a working system, but millions of packages are stolen, misplaced, misdelivered, and just lost every year. So clearly a better system could help with this. Or grocery, or car rental, or anti-counterfeiting, especially with luxury goods. Making sure you're not buying blood diamonds, that sort of thing. So Walton is currently working on expanding the first stages of their design and blockchain implementation, and we should see them rolling out with blockchain RFID tags sometime in 2019, which is really exciting because that's a very ambitious yet attainable timetable, and this company is already proven to be communicative and excited about what they do. They have existing connections, and clearly this is an idea that will be very big in a few short years. They have competition from Modem and VChain, to name a few, but I really think they have the broadest reach and the best methods to rise above their competition and be absolutely dominant. I am extremely bullish on WaltonChain, and I think time will prove me right that this is a solid investment. I give it a very strong recommendation. So what do you guys think? Is Walton a good investment? Is it a good name? Let's discuss below. Thanks for watching Ready Set Crypto. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.